morning ritual for people who think deeply.
Zen AM.
Hey man, you talking today.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time again. Time for Zen AM. Start off with some breath work.
Y'all. We're in the Ross class is happening. Welcome to another episode of Zen AM. I'm your host, Nehemiah. We got Darian DTB Brooks.
What up, man?
It is another day. It is May 18th, Monday. The beginning of the week, the middle of the month. I'm over here making some adjustments to this. What's good with you, man? How was your weekend?
Weekend was cool, man. Well relaxed, well reset. A lot of business work offshore, so I had to do a lot of cleanup this week.
What you mean
How was your
offshore?
weekend?
You said offshore?
Yeah, the pickleball brand.
Yeah.
Co-owner, she was out on a 52-day cruise, so she just came back that week. So showing her the updates.
52-day cruise, she got to be above 50.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, no, 52-day cruise, that's half a year.
Yeah. Yeah. She been gone since February, bro.
Oh my goodness. Good for her.
That's one of my bucket lists. Not a 52. I don't know if I could do 52 days, but
That's
she
too
left
long,
out of
man.
LA. Then she went all the way through Australia.
Is that when we was talking about all that cruise stuff that was popping off? Is that who you was talking about?
Yeah.
You know somebody who might be out there?
Yeah.
Right.
But I confirmed it wasn't her, so we good.
Okay, you did confirm?
Yeah, I did confirm.
All right, that's good.
How was your weekend, man?
Did you go to the beach?
Nah, man, I ain't make it up there.
You didn't make it.
So let me tell you. Yeah, because I gotta tell y'all. So my Marriott Connect didn't go through. So do you know now you can't get a slip anymore?
You used to be able to get the slips for the rooms, right?
Yeah. Now they're doing it digital. So the guy account wasn't working. So that messed the whole plan up. Because I was like, all right, I can go. Cause I was only gonna be down there for one day. I'd rather pay $165 than almost $500.
Right.
When you get on the beach, those Hilton chains and Marriott chains, they gonna hit you because they resorts now.
Got you.
You know, this ain't no Virginia Beach. This is where the retired people go and relax. So I think I'm gonna go either this week or just wait till Memorial weekend.
Wouldn't Memorial Weekend be even crazier though?
Yeah, it would, but I'll be well prepared for that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be well prepared for that.
Beach sound. I mean, I say the beach sound nice, but I was in Cali for 3 months, didn't go to the beach once.
But you see, you had that weather though.
I did have the weather.
You had that weather.
I did have the weather.
Cause out here it's like 89, but it's scorching. You know, that humidity is out of this world right now.
Yeah, Cali do. Why did I come back?
You know why you came back, man.
I got so much stuff here that I gotta tie in. You know, it's like this is right at this moment. Yes, my home is here.
Mm-hmm.
It's my home. My cars are here, my crib, everything. So yeah, I couldn't just. I mean, I could have.
Right.
Could have just up and left everything, but that ain't responsible.
Right.
Ain't responsible. I got so much stuff to handle here. So, I mean, I might go back, man. I don't know.
Oh, this weekend right here is Memorial Weekend.
Is this weekend's Memorial? Oh, Monday then, right?
Yeah,
I know what I'm doing.
crazy.
Nothing. Shout out to everybody pop up. My weekend was chill, man. I ain't do nothing. I watched the fights. That's it, man. It was straight. Netflix, you know, it's hard being back on the East Coast because fights come on so late. I'm in bed by the time main events start.
That's the thing that I miss, man. I really do miss being on the West Coast because it's like it still be like 8 o'clock.
9 o'clock main event.
Yeah.
9 o'clock. You can go home, you can go out, whatever you feel, you can go do that. But it's been cool, man. I've been just locked in. I got a client for Peak Lead, so I was building up there little AI situation. So, you know, we put a little AI agent on their website. social media, email, all that. I got a AI agent that's running their newsletter now. So they don't got to do nothing.
That's good.
They got to answer no phone calls, no nothing. This thing already
That's fine.
pops in. So that's it, man. I'm locking in, man. It's my goal is 200 clients. 200 clients, I'm a millionaire. So that's what I'm looking at.
I hear that. 199 left.
199 left. 199. So for me right now, the weekends are not, it's not summertime. It ain't let's go and wild out. If anything, I'll go to a park. That's it, man.
I am planning a cruise. I know if anybody was seeing my Facebook, I have been planning a cruise. It'll be in September.
Okay.
And it's only $241 per person.
In September?
Yep, September
in Miami?
the 14th. Yep.
Was it Caribbean or Royal
No,
Carnival?
it's Carnival.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Carnival.
Different.
I've only cruised Carnival in Norwegian. I love Norwegian, but Carnival is where I started at. And anybody know, once you join these loyalty programs, you got to stick with them to get the benefits.
Right.
So I've cruised the most with Carnival. So I'm gonna give the link out. I'm gonna go ahead and pay mine today. But yeah, the whole cabin is $400 for interior. You can't beat that.
Interior cabin, no balcony view.
Balcony is $300 per person. For me, I love to do things on a lower scale, so it welcomes many tiers of people. When you do a cruise that's $1,600 a person, you knocking out all of your family. I seen Marlo hit me up. He like, hey, let me know. So I think we might got some things going on.
Okay, that would be lit.
Some going on. So I'm gonna definitely drop the link probably tomorrow.
Okay. All right. So shout out to everybody. Little family. Shout out to everybody who in here. We got Anthony. We got my mama. We got numerology. Pam. We got Boom Man. Everybody up in here today.
What's up?
Let me see. Pinky in here. Yeah, we in here, man. She said,
y'all squash any beef this weekend?
Yeah, wasn't that part of remember?
What?
Yeah, remember we supposed to we all had some assignments this weekend.
We had a squash beef.
Well, I mean, we talked about, settling any issues with anybody in the world. You know what I mean? So only issues I got or the people I got in the world is just the government. So I sent them some money. So yeah, I squashed it.
I'm trying to think. I don't have no beefs, man.
May not be beefs, could just be, But
you really talked to somebody?
You really don't know. Yeah, I did do that too. I reached out to Frog this weekend.
Shout out to Frog one time.
Yeah, I reached out to Frog just to say what's up. And then he called me after the fight. Frog is the funniest. I can't wait. We got to get him on the show this week or something.
Gotcha.
We got some big stuff happening this week too. We got, I believe, I Lost Another One album dropping this week, definitely. Friday, right?
Most definitely.
Friday. What if we had Chuck and Frog on at the same time?
We wouldn't be here right now. We wouldn't be here right there.
So yeah, man, it's just so much popping off in the world right now. We got so much to talk about. We don't know what we're going to talk about, but we know we just got so much to talk about. We got the government. Do we even call them the government anymore, or do we just call them it? Because I feel like the government is divided. It could just all be fake. But the government just released more alien stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They just released that they found, what was it, like 4? They just released talking about they found 4 different types of extraterrestrials or something on the lines of that. Like they didn't. So it went from them declassifying to them to confirming that they have UAPs, which is unidentified whatever. And then now they're talking about we found 4 different species of these aliens or something on the lines of that.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts on that? You looking it up right now?
Yeah, I'm trying to see what they talking
What
about.
they
These
saying? Yeah, I'm curious. I didn't do too much digging. I have my reservation a little with all the stuff that's going on in the world. I'm being just a little bit more careful right now with everything. But what you see it?
Four alien species have been pulled from crash UFO. Ex-government researchers claims.
So my question is, if these aliens are so advanced, why they crashing? Why they crashing? Like, are those like the lower income aliens, and they got the like they the ones riding around in the hoopties? They riding in the hoopties. So they go, hey man, they told Joe, hey Joe, you might not make this trip, man. You got to put some oil in. He said, I got this. Joe the alien didn't want to listen. Hey man, Earth too far, man. You need a new alternator. You need your oil change. Don't be going down the Earth. He said, I got this now.
You know the crazy thing is, it's like, why come here though?
Why come here?
Yeah, like
I think there's a lot of reasons. I mean, but why not? Right? If we had the potential to travel to different galaxies, to different planets, why wouldn't we? Right? Like because we don't know what the other planets offer. What if Earth is the only place with humans, and Earth also has a lot of natural resources, and this shit is probably funny to them.
Yeah. Yeah, we got some wild stuff going on down here right now. It's
probably funny to them. So Zen AM is a space for conversation, perspective, and growth. The ideas shared here are for inspiration and entertainment, not professional advice. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and always use your own judgment or consult a qualified professional when needed.
You heard about the AP watch fiasco?
Yeah.
What's your perspective on that?
I wish that people were beating down church doors and gyms like that, and healthy grocery stores and all of the things that push us to be better versions of our stuff. I wish that there was lines out the doors for that.
So to anyone that don't know, Audemars has partnered with Swatch, and they came out what we thought was a limited edition stopwatches.
They said it wasn't though.
Now they said it is not.
They said it wasn't. They said you could easily get it on their website. So,
but see, what people knowing is people wants to be the first. So it's like, I have the first one. The price was going for $500. People was paying $2,000 as soon as you walk out the door for the watch. So it was like a fiasco all over the United States, different stores. I know Atlanta was crazy. They closed the store down. They wasn't even able to sell any.
Out the country too.
Oh, out the country as well. Oh, wow.
Yeah. I think one, amazing marketing.
Yeah.
Congrats to anybody who can get lines out the store in multiple locations for launch. That's tough to do. So congrats on the business side with Swatch and all them. Congrats. I also like that they make cheaper options. I love that. I think that the world needs that right now. So shout out to them. It's kind of like when Shaq dropped his shoe when he was still playing basketball. He dropped it at Kmart, made it, everybody was spending $100 and something for Jordans. You could get his shoe for $30. Mm-hmm. So I respect that. And there was a lot of young people too. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot of the ain't no grown man wearing a stopwatch around his neck.
Yeah. Well, it comes with a band as well. You could buy the band to take the stopwatch out and put it on.
Who's wearing a stopwatch around their neck though? Unless you train in Javante Davis.
Nobody. I know I ain't wearing it.
You never seen a man with a stopwatch around and like if you got a stopwatch in your hand, you better have a whistle in your mouth too. You better be out there. Hey, good run. Great split. You better be out there. Shout out to all of them, man. But I think great marketing. I think a lot of this stuff is just testing to see us as consumers how far we'll go, and I think that the consumer in us, it needs to be checked and looked at, because, and just me, I'm never standing in line for nothing.
Right.
Like, just to be the first to have it. I mean, if there's like some concert tickets or something you can't get, then maybe, like, but other than that, and then also it's young people. What else young people got to do?
Right.
They ain't going to the clubs. They ain't doing, you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather have them in line spending the money that they've been working towards at, they work at Starbucks, they work at all these places. So yeah, go. If I was young and I was that age, I probably would have done the same thing, probably between like 18 and 22, maybe. Never stand in line. So,
and we still in the era of hype beasts. So anything that's like limited edition or
right.
collabs, people just buy and spike the price up, sell them on StockX and things like that. But I think it's gonna open the door for a lot of other watch companies, like Rolex may do something with G-Shock or Richard Mille. Can you imagine Richard Mille do something with like Castro or something like that? That'd be fire.
I was looking because Richard Mille, Swiss does them.
Yeah, Swiss does a lot.
Swiss does Richard Mille and Philip whatever.
Yeah, Patek
Philippe.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Swiss. So they always made the best watches, and there's a lot that goes into them. That's almost like the same manufacturing that they put into cars, like the Rolls Royce and stuff like that. So it's a lot of technology. It's art.
Yeah,
it's art. So, it's not just a watch. It's art. So
Swiss watch brands are Rolex, Omega, Patek Philippe, Breitling, Cartier. Remember the Breitling?
So they don't need to. They already have the game. They don't need to do any collabs, because when you own most of the names, you already have budget-friendly watches. So you don't need to do a collab. You already have some that's like, oh, you don't like these? Then go to the one. Go to this. Like that. Right. We own them all. Right, so you may not need to see a Richard Mille do anything. And I don't know. I'm not. My money won't ever go to one of those. Mm-hmm. Just me personally. Not to say that your money shouldn't. I think everyone can spend their money how they want. But me personally, my money won't ever go to like a Richard Mille or anything like that. I pride myself in small businesses, minority businesses, and also making things without name brands look good.
Right.
That's what I pride myself on.
I believe for like, there's an art to watches. I think watches are similar to art. So people get them, collect them, and then the value goes up on it. So
absolutely.
If you're not doing it for that reason, I agree. I really see no point of just getting watches that tell time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And there's different forms of investment. Mm-hmm. So it's an investment, and there's different forms. It's kind of like putting your money in a CD,
right?
Or that's the reason why a lot of people put their money in gold, right? And the necklaces and stuff, because it's like a bank account.
Right.
It's going to appreciate versus having your money sitting in a checking account. So there are intelligent ways to do it. And what they do is they'll buy the expensive piece, and then they'll buy a fake one, where the fake one keep the expensive one at home.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you got an original painting of the Mona Lisa, and then when you go and you do your pop-ups, you just take the copy version of it.
Right.
So
that's the way to go, because robbery's at an all-time high, man. You gotta be careful with them things, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Aunt Terry. She says if they travel into the hood, they will not last.
Those are the hood people. Those are hood people. The hood people are the ones buying this. The hood people are the most fashion and brand forward people you're going to ever meet. Like the people not in the hood, the stuff that they wear, they don't got names all over them. Mm-hmm. You don't know, but because the stuff that it might be a $500 t-shirt, but it don't say Balenciaga right across the front. So people ain't running to snatch it off of them. They don't know.
Right.
They don't know. there's like Brooks Brothers and like the stuff that they wear don't have they don't have the names all over them like that.
It's crazy you say that because this is a Brooks Brothers t-shirt.
See what I'm saying? See what I mean? they rich people flaunt their money differently. Experiences.
Yeah.
Luxurious. A richer Millie is something that a rich person to flex, but they got multiple ones.
Right.
They don't got one.
Right.
And where they wearing their Richard Millie, it ain't at the club getting a $1,500 table. It's on a 6-figure yacht.
Right.
They going to Cannes. They going to what is it? Monaco?
Morocco?
No,
Monaco.
Y'all know English is my third language. They going to Monaco. They going to F1.
Yeah.
You know, they spending $600,000 on the F1 experience in Monaco.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a little different. And they got the Richard Millie on there. Yeah. We get the Richard Millie, go straight to the strip club.
Right.
We go straight to the strip club. We go straight to the club and stand on top of a table that we just paid $2,500 for. That's how we do it. But they're gonna do it a little bit different. You're gonna be on that yacht, you're gonna take your shoes off, and you're gonna be getting served food the whole time. It's gonna be chefs. Top, like, it's different. Just there's levels. There's levels to it.
That's a fact. Shout out to Numerology Nation and Luxury. You can feel into your soul. They don't need brand names plastered all over them to show they are rich. They just rich.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope we getting out the era of comparing and things like that, because I feel like we're moving in a time where everything that the next rich person or the less fortunate person has, everyone could attain it. I really feel like we're moving into a market where money won't mean anything because we got too much AI and we got too much other ways of bringing in streams of income.
You said money won't mean nothing?
I feel like money won't mean a thing.
Money's always going to mean something. Money, in my opinion, money won't mean anything unless we go back to the natural way of living. That's the only way money won't mean anything.
Like what?
Building our own houses, living in nature, that type of stuff. To where if you go to somebody and you try to offer them this paper dollar, it has no value to them because they can't eat the paper dollar. They can't use it for any type of resource. They can't do anything with it. So that's the only way I think that money won't mean anything. But as long as it's a form of currency, it will. Like salt. If we get back to the natural way of life, salt will preserve your life. You're going to need some salt. So a person who got the most salt is going to be more important than the person who got the most cash.
Right.
Money, the cash money only has the value that we give on it, which is zero because the dollar isn't even backed by anything. Mm-hmm. So that money doesn't have any value at all, even to begin with. That promissory note means nothing. It used to be when they switched over, it was the 1920s. Mm-hmm. When they switched over, it used to be gold, right? So gold would be, they got everybody to get their gold to put it into these banking systems. Mm-hmm. When you put your gold into the banking system, they gave you a promissory note that said how much gold you had. Mm-hmm. That's what that dollar meant. Right. Then what happened was they started printing money out of nowhere, out of thin air. It's just a money machine. Mm-hmm. Now those promissory notes aren't backed by anything. So they're not backed by gold or anything. So they truly don't have any value. And that's the reason why the value of the American dollar can go up or down. And that's what inflation and all of that is. They control inflation by the amount of money that they print. When they want us spending less, they print less money. When they want us spending more, they print more money. Mm-hmm. So that if we get to the point of us living off the fat of the land and we on farms and we on all of this, then those dollars will mean nothing. But salt and seeds and that type of stuff will. Lumber. Those are the things that will be currency at that time. But if we don't go there, then that dollar is always going to mean something.
So I'm agreeing with you on that because I feel like we're moving to where dollars currently don't mean anything and it's
Right.
not backed by something. But I feel like something's gonna come in and take place of that. What that is, I don't know, but I feel like that's the route we're moving.
Because it's digital now.
Right.
Because you're right, it's digital. Like
Yeah.
money, how many people you know with cash on them, except for
Right.
drug dealers?
No, that's a fact.
People don't carry cash no more. So our money is getting even more invisible, right?
Yeah.
We went from gold,
Yeah.
we went from gold to a physical dollar that you could
Yeah.
touch. And people think that when they go to an ATM and they put money into an account, they in their mind think that those dollars are actually going straight into their account.
No.
It's not. It's taking that money and it's raising that digital digital number in your account. Like those dollars, if you mark an X on that dollar bill and you go to try to get some money out of an ATM, you ain't gonna find that same dollar.
Yeah.
You're not gonna find that same dollar. So I think that there's going to be a big, with these aliens coming and all of that, there's going to, everything that we know is going to get shaken up.
Mm-hmm.
So we have no idea. But once again, I think it's going to be things like water, seeds, crude things like oil, stones, all crystals, that type of stuff is going to be what everybody's looking at. These natural resources, because natural resources actually have some type of power or something that could benefit us with our health and our life. That's what I think. Horses, cows.
No, I feel you. Shout out to Anthony. He says the barter system where resources is more valuable. I agree. I mean, everything with these humanoids that's coming out, bro. The fact that you will be able, and I already know Amazon is heavily invested in it. You know, the Postal Service is facing like some hard times right now.
I mean, go deeper. I didn't know that.
So I was talking to my postman. He was basically saying that Trump is forcing them to go public. Yeah, because you know that's all government funded right now. Yeah, so
yeah.
Trump wants to cut that out, so it's public now. And I think if it goes that route, you know, the number one delivery is Amazon Prime. So now they investing in these humanoids where, hey, everything is AI and robot warehouses that's ran through them. All they got to do now is work on these AI cars and it's going to clean everything. You'll be able to get deliveries day and night, anytime. Once your delivery delivered at 4 a.m., it's going to be there on time.
Yeah. I think when you, it's funny because we've never seen, I mean, well, airlines are private.
Yeah. And
airlines
you see how they doing this now.
Yeah. Airlines are private, prisons are private. I feel like prison should be government. I think prison should be government, but we don't.
Airlines
and airlines. Spirit wouldn't have went out.
Right. At least one public transportation in the air.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like Spirit was public transportation in the air.
You know what? Nah, that's a fact. The government should have bagged them. That would have been fire.
But it's all, we don't, there's probably so much political stuff involved in that. Like, that's the reason why airlines are private. That's the reason why you get on the airline, you get on the airplane, they tell you, hey, your sweatshirt's offensive, take it off or get off. There's nothing you can do. You either got to take that sweatshirt off or get off the plane. No, like, there's nothing. They can oversell flights and then tell you at the gate, hey, you got to wait for the next one. So, it's funny because especially as minorities, we always talked about less government, right? Mm-hmm. We always wanted less government just because we never really trusted the government, X, Y, and Z. So it's interesting now that that's happening. I'm curious as to see where it's going to go, but I would say learn AI and learn some human hand skills and you be fine.
Yeah, most definitely.
Learn some trades are going to come back. Trades are going to come back, right? Until AIs come in and start doing plumbing and start doing HVAC and start doing roofing, start doing all that. Like, there's always going to be jobs. There's always going to be ways to make money. But I think the biggest thing for us, I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do. I think that we just stay in the word and let these people bicker and fight it out, because.
But we stuck in the middle. That's the crazy thing about it. Like, these other countries, they really don't mean for us to, get hurt. But we just in the middle of the crossfire. Yeah, and it is what it is. I feel like somebody gonna attack our electricity one day. Everything
not one day. They already doing it. They're already attacking electricity. It's not. It'll happen in little cities first, which they've already done, and then it happened like they did it in Cuba recently. They was without electricity for weeks.
But they ain't hit the mainland. When that hit the mainland, bro, that's gonna be crazy. Just think, no power. That's when you gotta really watch out.
Yeah, I mean, look, man. The beauty of it is we got something very powerful, right? We got something that trumps everything. Like that work. We got something that trumps everything, man. And that's the creator.
Most definitely.
That's God. We got God. God trumps everything. Like, there's nothing for us to be fearful of when you connect it to the Most High. What is there to be fearful of? Like what? And I think that's where we're getting towards. The divide is going to be them breaking people away from the creator through the distractions, through the civil wars, and also through all of the alien and all of the distractions. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know what? I wish we just had a fighting chance, though. As human beings.
You don't think we do?
We don't, man. We got other people making decisions for us. Like, we don't have the last say so. That's the sad thing about it, because it's like,
yo, this so about what?
Of how we live this life in this physical form.
Why don't we?
Because you got government that makes decisions.
I mean, it depends on what kind of life you want. Government, you could break away from. That's why there's something called off-grid living. You could break away.
That's true.
You could break away, but if you want to be attached to the matrix, you can too. So we are always in control. We are always in control, man. Like, we give them way too much power.
That is true.
And that's why I'm like, man, look at our
They
world.
have their ways, though. They have their ways of doing it where you stuck.
Give me an example.
Just being a product of your environment.
That's the key. What's your environment? Are you in the cities? Of course you're going to be attached to them.
Right. But if that's all you know, you don't know the other side.
Then you got to learn. If that's all you know,
how you going to learn?
The same way you learn what you learn now. We have, what you mean? How you
hold on, you can't just hit me with the double question back to me. You learn what you learn now.
The same way
you learn. If somebody is in a box, right?
Yeah.
They don't know what's around them if the box is closed in. They can move the box and you're moving, but you're still in a box.
Well, that's the Plato's allegory of the cave, when they don't know that they are in the cave, and then the person escapes and says, "This is what real life," and then they come back and try to wake them all up, but they don't want to. So once you realize you in that box, it's on you. That's on you to stay there or not. You got the choice. That's what free will is.
You're right, but my question is, if that's all you know, that's all you know. It's some people, right? It's some people, right?
Yeah.
That just don't know that it's another side to this. we know that it's another side to it, but sometimes it could still be a mystery in itself.
Yeah.
Of not knowing. It's like, dang, I thought I was out, but damn, it's a whole nother situation here. Like,
so, I mean, we don't know what we don't know, but we have all the tools to learn anything that we don't know right now. So if you are somebody who wants to break away from the matrix, if you want to live off grid, but you are a city boy or a city girl or a city they or them, whatever your pronouns are, chat GPT it. Start. What are you talking about? How do I build? Chat GPT is turning regular people into mechanics, regular people into being able to build and rebuild their home. Like, look how many regular people now are becoming contractors and redoing their own bathrooms and redoing their own kitchens and doing all of that stuff. So if you really want to learn, there you could teach yourself. Start with a small little garden inside your house. You don't even gotta have a yard. Go get you some fluorescent lights. Go get you one of these things. Start growing you some tomatoes. Start growing you some of this. Like, there really is no excuse. If we spend $9 on Starbucks every single day, $6 on Starbucks, take that money, buy some seeds, buy a little fluorescent light, do all of that. And then now, instead of the weekends or the nights when you get off and you Netflix and chilling and you drinking your little wine and you got to calm down from your wild day, start learning some traits, start learning some skills. That's on you now if you don't want to learn.
You said the perfect thing, chat, right? And that's so beautiful that we have that tool. But what happens when it comes a time when they start shaking up the verbiage in chat? Because now we believe in chat so much, right? All it takes is that one switch. That's just like a book. Everything is great in a book until Wikipedia came out and people was able to alter that. So it's like, I agree 100%. There's ways that you can get out, but when it's something that's still controlling everything on this physical realm, that's when it be like, dang, bro. It's like you keep trying and like I really look at we in a fucked up situation right now, just in life. Like,
are we though?
Everything that's going on. Hell yeah, man.
Are we?
Hell yeah.
I think it's beautiful.
No. The world is beautiful, but the situations we in makes it fucked up.
It's only because we're using our own judgment on how things should be. So we're going off of our own limited judgment on how we think this world should operate, right? We only have our small perception. Me, I've been on the earth for 40 years. So for 40 years, I've had experiences and read books and watched TV that has made me come to the decision of how I think earth should be and how life should be. I don't know nothing. I didn't create this. I'm just going off of my own limited perception of how I think it should operate and what will make it better to operate. But the creator is better than all of us. And the creator has his hand in all of this. So if the creator didn't like how it was going, it wouldn't go this way. We're part of, you know what I mean? Like we are part of the movie. So we can easily say that this situation is messed up, or we can look at history and see that this is always how history has been. It's always been like this. There's nothing new under the sun. And it's always been on us to come down here. This is Earth School. We didn't come here to change it. We came here to change us.
Right.
So the more we trying to change it, it's never going to change. When we trying to change it, yeah, it shit's fucked up. But when we start changing us, that's all we need to work on. Just change you. And then when you change you, help change the ones close to you. Don't try to change Earth. Don't try to change the world. So I'm saying, so yeah, we don't. So when we see it like that, what we see is that we have more tools available to us to change ourselves and to better ourselves than we've ever had. So what that means is that it's actually better, because back in the day, people couldn't even read. Mm-hmm. They couldn't even read. They didn't have access to what we have access to, and they still had to try to make the changes that we have to make. But we have all of these resources to make it easier for us to make those changes. We got the resources to break away from traditional 9-to-5s. We got the resources to be able to make our own money, to be able to support our family. We got the resources to learn any skill or trait that we have. We also have the resources to be able to study any religion we want without being murdered. There was times when studying religion, Christianity, or any of this was illegal. You had to go into caves or that you would get murdered. So we live in a time where everything is accessible to us. And these distractions keep us so limited in our thinking and our focus that we don't see all these tools available to us to grow. And that's the reason why it's going the way it is because we got to distract these people. They got too many resources available to them. And that's what it is. The common enemy, the ego, whatever you want to call it, their job is always to be what their job is. And it's to be that second voice in our head outside of the voice of the creator. And they're doing their job. It's our voice to discern what voice we want to listen to more. Do I want to listen to Fox News voice or do I want to listen to the creator that tells me that everything is fine? Don't be fearful. Do I want to listen to them that's saying war, 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 you guys are going to be limited? Or do I want to listen to the creator that says, don't be afraid of the people that could kill your body? Don't be afraid of this. Which voice do we want to listen to? Right? That's on us. That's a us thing now. Like we get to decide where our energy goes. But as long as we stay doom scrolling, as long as we stay connected to their systems, intaking the information that they want us to intake, we'll always feel what they want us to feel.
I agree 100%. And I would look at you as an explorer, person that explores the land. And for us, we know there's peace in everything. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. Nah, I agree. Nah, I agree 100%. I agree 100%. I agree 100%.
So the explorer's job is to come back and to help those who don't explore.
Right.
That's our job. Hey, just so you know, I went down that street you was afraid to go down. And I just want to let you know it's wonderful down there. You don't got to be afraid.
Right.
It's lush. I'm going to lead you down there because I already went. I was led and now I'm going to lead you. And isn't that the story of Moses? 100%. Isn't that the story of Moses? He was chilling and then he was told to go back and help his people who were in bondage.
Right.
And they fought him. They fought him over it. And then they went through the wilderness of sin and it was tough. And it was 40 years. And it was like, isn't that our story now? Aren't most of us in bondage and we don't even know, but that bondage is so comfortable for us because getting our Starbucks and getting our Netflix is just so easy for us. And the slavery that we're in is so comfortable because we got blankets at night and we got the illusion of freedom. It's so nice in this bondage that we've created for us.
Right. Now you in red form. You know, sometimes I just say things to get you where you need to go, and you went there. Nah, you talking. Nah, that's a fact. That's a whole fact right there. And that be my whole thing is like, it's a better way of life. It's a better way of life. That's all I can say. It's a better way of life. When I do things, I'm not doing things of just bragging. I'm just showing like it's a better way of life. How you do everything.
Let's go to the comments, man.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to
Lariska from SA.
Oh, SA, what up? She says, fear does not come from the Lord, and we have nothing to fear. There are no surprises to the Lord. He knows about everything, and we live in exactly the time we're meant to live in. Yeah, I definitely, the perspective I'm coming from is not fear. It's just more of us moving in a different beat of the drum, trying something new, gaining new experiences, being more outside, bro. It's so nice outside. And I prefer to stay in. And that's why I'm glad that I'm starting to get out and do things, walk and go. I went to Marshall's yesterday and just to buy a pair of jeans. I ain't bought a pair of jeans in over 2 years. So it's like just getting out and just doing new things and just exploring, being a student and a child to walk this land, man. That's what it's about.
What we got to fear? Right, like they over here whenever they push stuff on me, and I've always been kind of rebellious anyway, whenever they push stuff on me, I do the opposite. That's just my natural nature anyway. And sometimes it gets me in trouble. Sometimes I should be doing what I'm told to do. Right. But the revolutionary inside of me doesn't like to take everything for face value, and I like to do my own research and know what's really going on. And now it's very clear. Now it's very clear.
Right.
Like,
and that's another thing. It's like, I think the reason why not most people, but some people are like stuck in that box is because we've lost our identity. And I'll give you a great example. Bronny James Jr., LeBron James' son, is in the NBA, which is probably one of the hardest sports to join. And he's on the same team as his dad. Granted, if he's good or not, he knew who he was. He knew where he came from. You know the odds of that? That's probably like 0.6% of that happening. But he knew who he was. And I feel like we as human beings, we don't know where we really come from, the higher power, who he is to us, even to generations of where we came from. If we really knew, we would have that same confidence to be like, oh man, we was kings and queens back then. We only doing it this way. But since we were stripped that, it's kind of hard. And it's like, man, all we know is that box. And that box becomes so familiar to us. And that'd be like, man, just if there's but that's when we come in place. People like Boo Man, people like Pinkweed, people like Numerology Nation, people like us that's been placed and had that greater understanding. We got to share. We got to be able to get people out of that because God put that on our spirit and our heart of giving those experiences. So that's what I be thinking about lately.
Well, take a sip then while you thinking.
Yeah, my bad.
Let me take a sip while you thinking. And that's what the Creator wants for us. Yeah, that's exactly what the Creator wants for us. Like when the Creator gathered his disciples, he didn't gather them just for them to follow him and be in awe. He gathered them so that they could go out. And they was nervous.
Right.
We don't know this. What you mean go out and do? We've been with you for a week. I don't know. I can't do this. I don't know nothing. Don't worry about it. Just go out. Just go out. And that's where we're at right now, where people like us need to be going out. Just go out. Just go out and spread the word. And that's our mission, is to help bring in as many people as we can, because all of us speak a different language and all of us speak to different people.
No, that's a fact.
So who you might reach, they may not listen to me. What I say may not resonate. Who I may reach, what you say may not resonate.
Right.
But now you put both of us together and look at what we're able to accomplish, because now there's no gaps. And that's really what our mission is. And when we turn our mission into that, it changes. Our focus changes. We don't care what the government doing. We don't care. I think back about the story, like when they was asking Jesus about taxes, right? They tried to catch him up. They was like, well, should we be paying taxes? Right? They try to catch him up. And of course, everyone is expecting him to say, heck no, you shouldn't be paying taxes, right? But he lifted up the coin and he said, whose face is on this? And it was like, Caesar. He said, well, render to Caesar what's Caesar's. Render to God what's God's.
Right.
Give them that little, you want your little tax money, take it. You want your little restitution, take it. That's not God. What God wants from me is different. So I'm rendering to God what he wants. I'm rendering to y'all little stuff that y'all want, my little energy here and there. Take that. Take that. So, we're not meant to completely detach. We can if we want to, and there's some people who do, but it's like he said, you don't light a candle and put it under a bed. You light a candle and you put it on the mantle.
Mm-hmm.
A house on a hill, a city on the hill cannot be hidden. And a lot of us, we've hid our light for so long because for whatever reason we felt,
Right.
and I speak mostly about myself. I've hid my light. I was taught to hide my light.
Mm-hmm.
I was taught that. I was conditioned to think that stuff that I know, I was called crazy. I was called an outcast when I was studying all these different religions. I was a weirdo. I was this. When I stopped eating meat over 20 years ago, I was this. So I've been taught to dim my light.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's time for us to shine our lights. And the world needs it more than ever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the time that we're living in now. It's like, all right, now it's time.
Right.
Now it's time. And the reason why we're all feeling all of this tension, we're feeling all of this pressure, this uneasiness and all of that is because we're entering into that stage where words turn into actions.
Mm-hmm.
And we just graduated college, we got our degree, and we just so used to studying all the time. We're not used to actually applying what we learn.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool to study being a doctor for 9 years, but now when you got to go do that surgery, now it's real.
Yeah, most definitely.
Now it's real. You didn't study saving people's lives for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's time to go save some lives.
Now, you said something that was fire, man. I never seen a candle be lit on the floor.
Mm.
When you light that candle, you ain't gonna put it on the ground. You're gonna lift it up. You're gonna put it on elevation. And that's what we gotta do. We gotta start shining, man, because we are the light. Even if it's a campfire, that campfire is gonna make itself known.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no one should be going unnoticed. We are a great people living in great times. Man, we ain't even know where we was going today with this. Shout out to Lariska. You guys should consider having Ryan Sweegler on the show sometime. I don't know. I think he would bring an interesting perspective to conversation around faith, consciousness, and where the world is heading. I'm gonna check him out.
Yeah, I'm gonna check him out. I'm trying to see some of these comments, y'all. What did Anthony say?
Shout out to Anthony. He says we're definitely gonna need more contractors after this uprising that destiny's to come.
Yeah. Shout out to who's this? Margan. Shout out.
You are right, bro. See, it's two people, so you gotta let us know. But I'm gonna say we definitely did our big one on the day.
Yeah.
I ain't even going to debate on who. We definitely gonna split the pie today.
Yeah. So I think that, you know, for me, I encourage everybody to start listening more to the creator, whoever you think that is, right? To start tuning into that more than social media, more than the news, more than all of that, because the messaging and the lessons you're going to get there are far, far more fruitful than what the news and all of that is putting out for us right now. Way more. And it outlines everything that we're going through. It outlines what we need. It outlines so much more. And right now, I think that people are just left kind of confused and just left with this feeling of uneasiness. And we don't know what's going to happen in the world. We don't know where it's going. We don't know. But
right.
That's where the devil lies. The devil lies in confusion.
Mm-hmm.
So if you confuse, you listening to the wrong stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There is no confusion with the creator. If you're confused, you might need to change the radio station,
right?
Because you might be on the wrong signal.
Mm-hmm.
It's scrambled. It's this. You don't know what's happening. But I'm telling you that's not the signal of the creator.
Mm-hmm. No, that's a fact. That's a fact. I don't know. I was even watching on TikTok. They were saying that in New Orleans, they're telling people that they might need to stop moving because, of course, you know, New Orleans is below sea level. And it's been popping up on my feed a lot lately. And I don't know if they giving us a fair warning for what happened a few years ago with Katrina, But like, how will we be able to? Can we go through that again? Of course we can, but I'm just saying, like, certain situations, we living in great times, tough times, but we're definitely overcoming.
So they telling them that they should move?
Yeah. Point of no return. New Orleans relocation must start now due to sea level study. So they telling them that they need them might, start relocating. But you know what that's going to do? It's going to overpopulate a lot of the places.
That's because we all run into these cities.
Yeah. You right about that.
Look how vast the land is. Land is vast. And look at where we choose to congregate. It's like when you look at how big the world is and we're all coming to these little tiny pockets of it. Absolutely, it's going to be overpopulated.
Yeah.
And, we've seen it happen in many places where if that's the case, I could definitely see at some point New Orleans being underwater, right? Like we've seen it before.
Yeah,
we've seen it before. Like it happens all the time.
Yeah. I could see that too. They want the land.
So then why wouldn't they just do gentrification? That's what they typically do. That's an easier way. That's a way easier way.
Yeah.
So,
but I think a lot of them own those houses and things like that. A lot of them own those properties.
New Orleans has weird. I haven't been there, but New Orleans has a lot of weird energy too.
Yeah, I've been.
New Orleans got weird energy. There's vampires there, right?
Really?
Yeah. New Orleans got vampires. Oh, New Orleans got that weird.
Right.
Weird.
The food is good, man. The Southern culture is something that I like about it. But yeah, it got its ups and downs for sure. I only went for food. I wasn't going I ain't go during Mardi Gras or anything like that. I did discover where the slaves was and everything like that. I went on a museum tour, but I didn't know that they had vampires, bro.
Oh yeah, look that up, man. They got vampires and people are starting to put them on TikTok and stuff, right? This is crazy. Wow. Yeah, they seeing them in the clubs and all this, and
for real.
Mm-hmm. I mean, where else they gonna do that? Where else they gonna hang out at to get their prey, right?
Yeah, that's a fact.
They're not just gonna be wandering the streets at night, just snatching random people. They're gonna be in the club where everybody at. They're gonna be dressed nice. They're gonna have bottle service. They're gonna be chilling. You see anything pulled up? Because they've been on TikTok with it. Look, man, he been trying to holler at my girl this whole. Look at this, and they document. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look it up.
Look at this. Yeah. Anybody in comments seen that? I just want to see because I'm not really on TikTok like that. I think I came across it a while ago, but
dang. Yeah, they saying it. They saying for real, the energy is crazy. A lot of different spirits for sure.
Yep.
Shoot, so you telling me that's why they turned the lights off when the Ravens was in the Super Bowl?
I was in New Orleans.
Yeah,
the vampires, man.
And when they clipped the lights
because they had money on the other team.
Yeah, you already know that.
San Francisco. They had money on San Francisco. They was like, our boys is out. San Francisco, another weird place. California's a weird energy too. Mm-hmm. California, especially with Hollyweird and all the stuff. Did anybody see the roast of Kevin Hart? I'm so detached from everything right now, man.
I did not. All I seen was Cat Williams was there, but I didn't watch it.
They losing our distraction energy.
Mm, yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Cat Williams, yeah. Cat Williams went in on him though. I think Cat Williams was the only one that was in there.
Right.
Look, they crooked. Don't trust them.
For real?
I think so. I think Cat Williams was up there on that truth.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, I probably won't. I'm done with a lot of stuff, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you, man. If it's on in the background or something, I might, but
well, I got a lot of time to spare now.
Yeah.
Like when I drive, I normally listen to like a podcast.
Oh yeah.
Rewatch. That's the only time. Or if I'm working, I'll have it on the side. But I'm not purposely like, oh, I need to sit here and watch that. No.
Yeah.
I have been watching WNBA though. Shout out to the women.
Yeah. How's that been?
Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
I've never watched the NBA game.
They play to win. Like they down 15 and they coming back winning by 3.
Yeah.
Like, those are great games.
I'm not hip. I never watched a WNBA game. Not that I'm opposed, but I ain't really hip.
You're missing out. You missing
that stuff
out.
on it. I mean, I'm a fourth quarter kind of guy.
I feel you.
I'll turn it on in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
See, you know what I mean? I have it on in the background, but that stuff just doesn't. Basketball and stuff never interests me.
I feel you.
It just never interests me, man. My brain just needs more.
I feel you.
I'm watching these people run back and forth. I'm like, all right, I'm bored. It's like, all right, I'm bored. Now what? Like, when does the excitement happen?
Oh
Like,
man, it's competitive. I was watching tennis this week. Shout out to my girl. She lost the match, but what's my girl name? Cameron Golf. I mean Coco Golf. I watched that. I just like female sports more than guys. If I'm gonna watch something, I'd rather watch women.
You know, I never looked at it like that, but I think I might.
Yeah, I don't want to watch men sweating.
That's true.
Shooting a ball. Like
That's
I'd rather
true.
watch some females.
I'm about to switch to off women's sports.
You got to, man.
Because it's like, what I look like wearing another man's jersey.
You see?
What I look like.
See,
Like,
I'm gonna tell you,
what cheerleaders used to do. They used to wear the jersey of their boyfriends, sitting in the. What I look like.
Yeah.
Arguing with you about another man's stats.
4 years ago, I was wearing WNBA jerseys. Like, I'm not gonna be sporting no dude last name on my back. Like I'm homecoming king and queen. We don't do that.
What I look like. Grown man. Got my homes on the back of my jersey, like together.
Right.
Like I'm making them breakfast in the morning.
It's crazy.
I look like, man. Like, nah. I'll wear a t-shirt.
Right.
If I'm supporting the team or something, if I'm going to a game, you know, I'll blend in and I won't be one of, I'm not gonna, no, but other than that, Ben, you will not catch me in no other man's,
especially if they losing. Now I want a dude name that lost on my back.
Come on, man. What we look like, man?
Can't be me.
Can't be me. Man, you know what I started watching again?
What's that?
The Chosen.
I like that.
I started watching The Chosen again. If I'm gonna put something on in the background, it's gonna be The Chosen, man. I'm locking in, man. I'm locking in. I'm getting, and then, and then I'm looking at a lot of these documentaries on YouTube. I'm laughing at numerology. He was like, y'all, and then I'm looking at there's so much content on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
There's way too much good content on YouTube for me to be sitting here watching like something that I'm not fully into. Right. Like I'm watching these people go in Saudi Arabia doing like the full exodus of Moses, going to all of the locations that they went to, the rock on Herob where he struck it and the water came out and all this. There's way too much entertaining stuff for like my brain right now. That's interesting. That's like gripping and keeping my attention more so than these people running back and forth with a ball in their hand and falling on the ground and crying and like basketball is never a manly sport to me anyway, though.
You said it's an overly.
I said basketball was never a manly sport to me.
For real?
Never. I mean, in basketball, there was always a few things that just was not manly to me. One was snitching. They always snitching in basketball. They always know.
Yeah, they pointing their finger.
They snitch quick.
Yeah.
They snitch real quick. Like they don't admit. Then they gonna run to the ref and snitch.
Yeah.
If they get called for a foul, they running straight to the ref to snitch. But he been doing this to me all game. Snitch. Take the file and keep going, man. Stop snitching. 2, flopping. I watch real sports where there's no such thing. Flopping is part of it. You get punched in the face. You know what I'm saying? I watch boxing and UFC. Like these dudes, if somebody even elbows them wrong, they on the ground for 30 minutes. They were getting up like not a drop of blood, checking their nose and stuff, man. It was never manly to me. There was just nothing. And this is no disrespect to any of the basketball players. Y'all the most, if you're a professional basketball player, they do amazing things, amazing athletes. Steph Curry, LeBron James, they are doing some amazing things. But just it's not my sport that entertains me. Yeah, go and hide your face. I need a new co-host. Taking applications, numerology, Pinky, y'all ready? Lariska, Boom Man. I need y'all.
Somebody got secured a bag, man. We might be hosting a NBA event one time.
And that means I ain't gonna say what I said.
No, you gonna say what you said, but they may come down on the price.
Whatever. No, if they calling us, they can't come down on the price. If you calling me, the price is the price.
The price is the price.
If you calling me to come to an NBA thing, that's on you. You know what I'm gonna say. I'm a clown. You know what I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna change. I'm gonna tell you, hey, stop flopping. Stop snitching. Stop crying. Take that elbow like a man. Stop traveling.
They playing to win, man.
I watched basketball when traveling was a thing. These brothers taking 17 steps.
Oh yeah.
They're taking 17 steps right now. On top, I'm not watching basketball until they raise the rim. The brothers is too tall now. Now they're playing a little kitty. I could go and be in the NBA if it's these little heights that I like. The courts that I play on, that's just about right here. I could be in the NBA. I'm doing 360 through the legs, backwards, all this. They need to raise that rim. Brothers ain't 5'2" and 5'4" like they used to be when the rim was originally made. Like brothers 6'10" and 7 foot and stuff. They need to go in and raise that rim.
I'm gonna tell you, they need to do something because these females is coming. They coming.
That's because the rim ain't so high. The rim is like the height that it should be for, and that's why it's competitive.
Yeah. No, that's
if you can touch the rim without jumping, it's too small. Mm-hmm. They need to do what Rock and Jock used to do. You remember Rock and Jock?
Yeah.
The rim will go up like this. It'll move. Give me a moving rim.
Yeah.
It's too easy for these people, man. I don't want to watch y'all. Man. I'd rather watch.
Just tell you, watch out. I watched the Dream in Las Vegas. That's WNBA in Georgia. Man, that stadium was filled out in the NBA.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Shout out to all of the professional athletes out there. Y'all are inspiration. Y'all are motivational. Granted, the league is kicking people out for speaking their mind about certain things, so I don't support that. But shout out to everybody who had a dream and did a lot of sacrifices to get to that dream. Because any professional player that's there, they sacrificed to get there, and they had to say no to a lot of stuff. So shout out to anybody.
You seen that? Go ahead and read that. What you think about that?
I think it's the quickest money she could ever made. I don't think in the history of anywhere did anybody make $2 million that quick. Like she made $2 million in under a minute. But that's not the truth, right? We don't look at the 8-month training camp, right? The 8-week training camp. We don't look at all that stuff. So to get to the fight is the easy part. Yeah. The training and making weight and doing, that's the hard part. That's the challenge. Mm-hmm. The fight is the payoff. So that 17-second fight, yeah, we all knew that was going to happen. Mm-hmm. Like it's Ronda Rousey, and Gina's been out of the game for 17 years. So she hadn't had a fight in like 16 years or something. So we knew that was going to happen, and I loved how they embraced each other. They cried after. Mm-hmm. The fight game is you don't get paid for overtime in the fight game.
That's a fact.
Go in there, get it done. If you can get it done in 17 seconds, and it was on Netflix, so none of us had to pay for it. So, like, I don't got no complaints. We all would have wished it went longer, but there's nothing you could do.
That's a fact.
There's nothing you can do. So shout out to them women for not only headlining a major event, but making good money for their families. Rhonda said she about to start she want to have kids after this. So she just set that bag up for herself. She live on a farm. She doing her thing, man. And she changed the sport. She changed women's MMA forever. Mm-hmm. They both did. You know, Gina was the first one to, headline a card. And Rhonda, Dana White didn't even think that women should be in MMA before Rhonda came around. Mm. And now look at the sport. So Rhonda did that for UFC and Dana White. So they deserve that payday. They deserve that payday, deserve the accolades. They deserve all that. So I support everything. I support Jake Paul too, even though he said that he should do blackface. You know. Yeah,
you know, I seen a clip of that. I didn't with him and Waka Flocka talking about it.
Wrong person to talk to him about that.
Really?
Waka Flocka ain't historically, he is not historically knowledge. And when I was looking at the points that he was making, he could not back it up by true facts. So that was the wrong messenger to send her to talk to Jake Paul about the power. Yes, of course.
I'm gonna rewatch it again. From what I heard, I guess it was more of he was just being sincere. Like that's something not cool to do. But I'm gonna definitely. I don't know.
You can't tell a person like Jake Paul that's not cool to do. You got to explain in further detail why that's not cool. Why it's not cool. He did not have enough of the knowledge to do that. All he could say is that people lost their lives for blackface. People didn't lose their lives for whiteface. That's all. That was the only argument that he could make.
Was that right or wrong?
It's absolutely right. But we got to go into detail of why blackface was created. What the minstrel show was all about. Why the minstrel show was created. How they used blackface to steer a whole race into thinking and looking at another race, and how blackface was used in the cartoons, and how blackface was used to depict blacks as being lazy, how blackface was used to depict us as animals, and why it was depicted like that so that we could be treated like lower class citizens, and the people who couldn't get into entertainment, how blackface is bigger than blackface, and how blacks are the only ones who still have to get their voting rights continued. Like, it's bigger than the blackface. The blackface is just the expression of it, of an oppressed group of individuals who are seeing systemic racism on a daily basis. The blackface is just the comedic expression of that in order to dehumanize us. And there is a major difference. There's a major difference. So yes, people lost their lives and stuff over it, but it's also the way of life. We look at Emmett Till, who this white woman just said that he said certain things and did certain things to him, and that wasn't true, and how they dragged him along, and how they his body was just so unrecognizable based off of what happened to him, and not even by police figures, by regular people. How we look at the result of things like blackface left to the Tulsa bombing and all of these things. So there is a much deeper meaning behind why blackface was what it was. And they did the same thing to the Jewish people during the Holocaust. They made these commercials and all this imagery and stuff to brainwash and to push propaganda. So Waka Flocka wasn't the right one to have that conversation with him.
But you know the crazy thing about it? There's been so many people around Jake Paul, and nobody pulled him to the side like Waka Flocka. So as long as it's right, see, that's the problem where we are today. You can't tell certain people things. I want to be in a place where if it's right, I don't care who it coming from. I gotta respect it. Be like, you know what? I see your stanza on it. I'ma chill back on it. Cause more than likely, a Dr. Umar or someone that's really conscious and knows about that would never be in a room with Jake Paul to ever had a confidence to speak up in that time like that.
Put him in the room with Farrakhan's son. That's what he should have a conversation with.
But that's what I'm saying. What's the odds of Farrakhan's son doing a stream with Jake Paul?
We don't know, because there's a reason why Waka Flocka was picked, right?
Right.
There's a reason, because they not gonna. This generation is so desensitized. Mm-hmm. This generation is not only so desensitized, but they also lack true information. Mm-hmm. So they're desensitized and they're also ignorant around a lot of topics. Mm-hmm. So in order for that to happen, you got to be able to do one of two things. You either have to open them up to become sensitive, or you have to help them become less ignorant in a topic. And right. If you can't do both, if you can't do one or the other, then it's going to go in one ear and out the other. It's like that conversation doesn't happen. You know what I mean? If you just say that ain't cool, bro, and then nobody pull you, see, that's not cool to them. Well, what's not cool about it? Why not? You need to, a person like Jake Paul, you need to get inside of his head. On top of it, it needs to be these facts that when these little clips come out, that people say, dang, if you hear this and you still do it, now you wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's what it needs to be. And I'm telling you, there's tons of people. It doesn't even have to be a Farrakhan son or something. There's tons of people who I'm almost certain would have had that conversation with him. But it's his platform. They pick the person. And of course, that's the route that they go, because this is someone who's never, ever talked about this. What about picking somebody like Killer Mike?
Never. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, they'll never be in a room with it. So you got to respect it when they come. You think that if they would have sent an invitation to somebody like Killer Mike or somebody who's extremely active on social media to say, we want to have this conversation, you think he would have turned it down? But see, that's the thing. They don't want to have a conversation. They didn't even think Waka was going to do that.
Who doesn't? Well, we don't know that. They're picking and choosing people. They're not going to pick. They're not going to pick somebody who's going to educate. They're
right.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. They only have people from Twitch or people from Kick.
That's not true.
Killer Mike is not streaming.
That's not true, because that was Waka Flocka's first stream. He's not a streamer. He's never done a stream before. So they took someone who's never ever done a live stream before, and they put him on there. So they're not picking streamers. They are hand picking people who they know they can't have a deep, educated conversation with. That was a hand picked situation. So absolutely not. I highly disagree with that. If they really wanted to have a panel, there are plenty of people out there who they could have picked who have never done a stream before.
So
ever.
I just went and they says, yes, Waka Flocka has streamed on platforms like Twitch and Kick.
He said it openly.
He occasionally appears on gaming and interview broadcasts.
Waka said it out of his own mouth multiple times. I apologize. I've never done this before, y'all. This came out of his mouth. Go watch the clip. I'm just saying what Waka said. I'm just literally saying what Waka said. He said, my fault. I don't stream. I ain't done this before. My bad, y'all. He said, my bad. I have not streamed multiple times. So I'm literally just going by what Waka said, not by my own facts. Like, this came out of his own mouth multiple times. So
I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna play on the playback.
Watch Waka say that multiple times, because even I was confused. I was like, what does he mean he never streamed before? Right. You know what I'm saying? I thought that Waka was big in the stream, and me personally, that's what I thought. But when he said that, I was also a little confused by it too. But that's, man, they're not picking nobody. They're not gonna let, the same way they was trying to pick Jake Paul's fights for him. That's the same way they picked this fight for him. And then when they picked the real boxer, what happened? Set him down almost indefinitely. Almost indefinitely in boxing. So you pick the right opponent in this, they're gonna sit him down almost indefinitely, and they're gonna show you the true systemic racism that appears inside of your life that you didn't even know exist.
Right.
Because if you use that little slang, I'm friends with everybody.
Right.
You
can't use that.
The fuck that mean?
Yeah.
The fuck that mean? That's the stupidest excuse I've ever heard in my life. I'm friends with everybody. If you're really friends with people, then you know the oppression and you know what they've gone through. Mm-hmm. And just because there's some things, yes, that comedy we can hit, but there's other things that should not be hit. Right. And that was another thing that Jerry Seinfeld and C.K. Lewis and them got into it, or whatever. Chris Rock is sitting right here. What's the comedian? Is it C.K. Lewis or whatever? They sitting right here, and him and the other comedians sitting there open using the N-word. And Jerry Seinfeld was like, you guys have chosen to find the humor in that word. I just haven't, and I will never. So it's a choice. So you are not friends just because you got some friends who are black who are in their 20s and stuff. Yeah, that's cool. But you ain't got no friends who truly, they not friends if they're
not educated. Right.
And they not educating you.
Right. That's a fact.
They're not your friend.
Right.
They are not your friend. That conversation should have started off the same way LaRussell's conversation said. My producer told me I shouldn't release this.
yo, free my man LaRussell to his backwards, man. I ain't
he back up. Yet. He back online.
He back online?
Yeah, he back online. So, let my boy Wes have done something like that. I would have been the first one to call him.
Wes would never do that.
That's what I'm saying. You know why? Because he has a friend like me.
Right.
He has a friend like me. That's why.
I see the things that you say, and I'm like, how do you deal with this, Wes?
What I say?
I'm just saying some of the things you be saying and stuff like that. Like he would never do nothing like that.
Of course not, man. Because I'm there to educate. I've been educating them since day one. Since the first time I walked into their life, I let them know, don't do this. Right. Don't do that. Don't do this. No, don't do that. So, because I'm a friend. Right. So yeah, I think that's where we go, man.
Yeah,
I think we ended on there, man.
Yeah, most definitely.
I think we ended on there. I think that's a great note to end it. We ain't done Zen and we got some Zen and Not, man. We ain't hit them with Zen and Not, man. Or do we wait till Wednesday, man? Because we've been giving y'all so much nuggets.
Wednesday. We gonna hit them Wednesday.
We've been giving y'all so much that sometimes we gotta stop to be like, hold up, I gotta.
This be like our phone calls, man.
Yeah, because now we are an hour and 21 in. So yeah. Sorry if we were long-winded, y'all, but we appreciate y'all for popping in.
Most definitely.
We will see y'all on Wednesday. Same channel, same time. Sometimes we be a minute or two late, but y'all get it.
Holla.
Holla.